Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Ndio.
The seventh prosecution witness in the witness books, describing his experience before, during and after the 2007 general election, which was hotly contested and whose presidential results were highly disputed.
And Kibaki was declared the winner. What was the reaction to these announcements in your area?
Wakati watu walisikia kwamba Kibaki ameshinda.
I'm talking here about the Kikuyu. Well, they started to celebrate. Some beat drums and there were great festivities. All over, everywhere. A while later, the Nandi fought back. They did not celebrate. The shouts or cries were very loud.
Can you describe the shout or the cry for the people inside the court? Thank you.
Nipige nduru hiyo ama niseme vile inamaanisha.
Both. Could you start by imitating the shout?
Walisema ooh
Ooh, 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 ooh.
I don't know if it's necessary to describe that for the record, is it? I guess it's
yes, you have to, Counsel.
A whooping sound?
We heard him say, ooh, something like that.
Ile nduru walikuwa wakipiga.
They were shouting out in a way such as to say, come out and then we'll kill you. This is the enemy.
The witness says he was not surprised that the Kikuyu community was being targeted as he had seen the telltale signs.
Na habari namba moja kufuatana na namba mbili.
Gave me some information.
What did person number 1 tell you?
Person number 1 showed me some objects that were to be used during the war or during the conflict.
Weapons that he says he saw just 3 days before the election and which had been assembled by Kalenjin youth.
Where were they assembling them?
Msitu ambao unaitwa Kapseret.
Witness, you also told us that you received some information from person number 2.
Did not tell me anything at all, but I saw what happened at his house. I saw what had been prepared before the conflict.
What had been prepared?
Huko kulikuwa na mawe hivi kubwa kubwa.
And these large stones were being transported to his residence. Young people were breaking them up into smaller pieces.
Kwake ningeliona kwa sababu.
Because I was up the hill. I was just above his residence, further up the hill. I moved closer and I saw what was going on.
This, he says, happened just a week to the election day.
Mambo nafikiri ilipangwa kwa haraka.
He never attended any election campaign rally that year, but he would hear what was said from friends. In a particular political meeting in Kapseret, he claims the hostility against the Kikuyu community became apparent.
They described us as Sangara.
Do you know if any words were said in the big meeting that suggested the method of driving out the Sangara?
At that moment in time, people were saying that the whites had to leave. And before the conflict itself, there were people making arms such as bows and arrows. They were making weapons. And from 1992 until 2007, the only way to drive the Sangara out was to bring on a war.
In the end, he told the court he lost everything in the violence, his house, his cows, and with nothing left, he claims he had to leave Yamumbi in Eldoret. The seventh prosecution witness continues to give his testimony tomorrow. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Live at 9.